Any more witnesses?
No more witnesses from the prosecution.
The defense has a witness. Mr. Kasolo, please step forward. Mr. Kasolo.
Yes, madam.
What do you know about barrenness?
Well, what I do know is that it can be caused by various things. Accidents, in case you have a damage on anything. For example, let's say you're on a motorbike and then you keep hitting yourself on bumps, you might get barrenness. Or sometimes some people are born with them.
Okay. So you are a professional doctor, right?
Yes, I am. I'm a dentist.
Is there a chance that someone who has been raped and then they abort can become barren?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. If someone was raped, there are chances, and this depends on the nature of how it was done. Let's say, for example, it was a vicious raping, malicious, it had strength. The woman may become barren, but at times it might be temporary,
Okay.
or at times it gradually creeps in and becomes stagnant, and it stays in there, it doesn't go anywhere.
So you mean it could be temporary or permanent?
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So how long do you think it can take for someone to confirm they're barren or to become barren?
As I said before, I say it again and I'll say it always. It depends on the person. Let's say, for example, if you're a tiny person, a small woman, it could be instant. But sometimes, depending on the person who has done it to you, it could take some time, 6 months or rather, anything. It depends.
Okay, as the court has heard,
Yeah.
barrenness can be as a result of rape and abortion,
Yeah.
just like the complainant has faced. No further questions, Your Honor.
It's your turn to cross-examine the witness.
Thank you, Your Worship. Mr. Is it Dr. Kasolo?
It's Dr. Kasolo.
You are a doctor. Actually, a dentist, not so?
Well, now, that is a really stupid question to ask, don't you think?
Really?
I mean, it's obvious.
Mr. Kasolo, be very, very careful. I'll hold you in contempt of court.
Okay.
Thank you.
That language is not acceptable.
My humble apologies.
Thank you again, Your Worship. Mr. Kasolo,
Sir?
please clarify to this court how you managed to get an expert opinion on gynecology and pregnancy, yet you're a mere dentist.
For crying out loud, I am a professional doctor. I am a man of medicine. I have a master's in medicine. So I do know what I'm doing, for goodness sake. I do find that a little bit confusing for a man of law, but I am a medical personnel. Yes, I am a dentist.
Enlighten us, Mr. Kasolo. How is barrenness connected to the teeth?
No, it's not. But then again, if you look at the situation from this angle, point of view, the teeth have a connection to all the nervous system. That means it sends a message to the brain that there is something happening wrong to the uterus. Therefore, the fetus shall not grow in any way whatsoever. And for that reason, you may fail to have children, thus barrenness. You do get what I'm saying, right?
Thank you so much for confusing us. But these are very rare cases, and which cases have not been proven, right?
For goodness sake, research.
Mr. Kasolo,
Yeah.
could you please clarify again to this court, putting in mind that you're under oath,
Well, yes.
what do you do?
I'm a dentist.
Pardon?
I am a dentist.
Thank you so
I deal with
much.
teeth.
Nothing further.
You can step down now, sir. According to the testimonies presented to this court, it's my view that the prosecution has established a prima facie case. And that means that the accused has a case to answer. Do you have any witnesses? Defense?
No more witnesses, Your Worship.
Prosecution, it's your turn to cross-examine the accused.
Gladly, Your Worship, gladly. Senga, that is what you call yourself, not so? Please, could you tell the court your actual names?
Nze bampita Katiko Rose.
Katiko Rose, and where do you operate from?
ewanga ukaziga go siva urachimba ngene kusasula rent nga nyine ewanga.
You reside in Chitanda, right?
Jembera neka lwaki ombuuza ebintu by'omanyi.
Yes, would like to know why you left Kamwocha. Could you please tell this court why you were banished from Kamwocha about 6 years ago?
Nze siraba kibina okubakwatako naye ate nga woba olina okumanya nze bali bampola nange nensalawo mbaviire nga siri muntu mwegayiriza ennyo ekiri awo.
What medical qualifications do you have?
Nedda nze nina kye bayita experience.
Yes, under the traditional herbalists, you're supposed to receive a certificate. Do you hold one?
Nze nkugambye experience yensonga enkulu kyemmanyi nkimanyi ate kyenkola nkitegeera.
Your Honor, we are trying to establish that the accused is working even out of her professional ethics. She claims to be a qualified herbalist, but she does not even have anything to show that indeed she's qualified to take on this role.
Nedda qualify biki ebyo nze benajjanjaba ne bawona nga temubayise.
That would be the role of your lawyer, not me. Thank you, nothing further.
Defense.
Senga.
Wajinyawo.
Katiko Rose.
Inyawo.
How well do you know Miss Kichoncho?
Oyino Kichoncho akakyala kantama kaneiba kange nkakansobola ku kkono
kaneibako
nze oyo omukazi nagenda omuwa eddagala nga nkoyeza ng'akuba ekiboobe bannange tagwa kukaba nali nakoowa noise ate nze namuwa just bugga ne muwa nejjobyo ne muwa neki ne muwa n'ekiswa ekifaanana nga mu nsanafawo byuka kati ebyali bisa omuntu bugga nejjobyo.
kakati waliwo kyeyogedde ku okuyita ku maaso ga bbaawe ng'oyambadde tawo ekyo kyogerako ki?
Weebale nnyo okubuuza kana oleka nkubulire oyo Kichoncho gamuno nze njagala bbaawe musiru mulalu omanyi tosobola kwagala musajja ayina baziyita nkobogo oba n'okuniizi alida womutunuulire sisobola tanga kumuvuma ne mumalayo kati nze mu kitiibwa kyange bandabe nga am running after musajja nze mba siswala.
As the court has heard that Miss Kichoncho's husband has no appeal to my client, and that the medicine she claims she was given was actually not Sanja, but Bugga, which any other human being, Nejobyo, I stand to be corrected, any other human being with a nagging neighbor like Miss Kichoncho can afford to keep her silent. No further questions, Your Honor. However, my client is only guilty for being a good friend and neighbor. And Miss Kichoncho, however, has issues from her past that might have caused her misfortunate circumstances, and she's looking out for a person to blame it on. My client here is only guilty for being a good, comforting, and loving neighbor. If that be a crime, then she is guilty. Because she could not know that Miss Kichoncho was barren or not by the time she came to her for help. And the plaintiff has not acquired detailed evidence to pin down my client. So my client pleads not guilty.
Prosecution, you want to submit?
Yes, Your Worship. Wow. Your Worship, it's quite unfortunate that my land friend, the defense lawyer, has come out here and tried to plead for the innocence of the accused, who's clearly guilty because of the facts that have been put forward. One, she says that she gave the complainant a jobio, a buga, a takarie chiswa, and whatever. I remember in my childhood, buga and jobio was made for us to grow, not for pregnant women. Also, by the mere fact that she says that the complainant's husband smells, it means she got close enough. So given all the facts laid bare before us, I ask for this court to punish her with the maximum sentence. And I hope by the time she's out of jail, she'll be a reformed person who will not be fake anymore and who will always keep away from other people's husbands. Thank you very much.
Ms. Katiko Rose, I find the defendant not guilty of false pretense contrary to Section 304 of the Penal Code Act, Laws of Uganda, due to lack of sufficient evidence, but the defendant will pay a compensation of 300,000 Uganda shillings to the complainant as a refund for the service that did not work. This court is adjourned.
Kati ngenda kumusasula biki?